Hey folks, and this is the 6-pint 6-in-1 beverage cooler from BeerWhere. Now many of you may be coming to this video because you recently purchased the 6-pint accessory pack. So let's go over some of the toys in that product and then we'll look at the 6-pint overall. So the accessory comes with the can cooler kit that converts the 6-pint into a can and bottle cooler for any 12-ounce can and bottle. And we also have a drink-through wide mouth lid, as well as a couple of spare parts. You'll have a spare stopper arm for the lid and an additional silicone rim guard. Now let's start with the can cooler kit. To use that, you just remove the silicone rim guard from your 6-pint. The can cooler kit is 2 pieces. You have the gray lid and the orange can cradle. They just pop apart. You take the can cradle, this side goes up. There's an arrow indicating that, as well as instructions to have this side up. It's the larger diameter, goes up, and you drop that in there, make sure it's seated squarely. Then take your standard 12-ounce can or a slim 12-ounce can. Either one works. A slim 12-ounce can goes through the can cradle and sits on the bottom of the tumbler, while a standard 12-ounce can rests on the can cradle. This raises them to the correct height to meet the lid at just the right spot to give you a nice tight seal. You just slide the silicone can cooler lid down over top of the can. Make sure it's nice and tight and all the way down onto the 6-pint, and then you're set to go. If you have a bottle instead of a can, you do the same thing. There's a 12-ounce long neck bottle. Also works with heritage bottles as well as stubbies or steinies. It's the same thing, just slide the silicone lid down over that, and that forms a nice tight seal. Secures your beer, insulates it nicely. We do have one more trick that the can cooler kit can do. There are, of course, some Mexican beers that are in a non-standard bottle. It's shorter and wider than the standard long necks. So what we want to do to accommodate those is just a little bit of a hack. You take the can cradle and you turn it upside down, drop it in there, just work it around till it's close to being level in there. Doesn't really matter if it's slanted too much. The can cooler lid will take up the slack. Once you've got it in there, you can just set your Mexican beer down on top of it. Can cooler lid does the same thing, stretches to fit around there. Just push it all the way down, and now that short stubby Mexican beer is secured in there and you can keep it cold. Not much else out on the market for these beers right now. Take that out of there. Then when you're ready to just put that away, you can snap them back together, slide it into your pocket, purse, bag. Easy to transport. The lid is also made of silicone with an ABS stopper arm. Note that this is not designed to be a commuter mug. It is not leak or spill proof, so you don't want to throw it in your bag, throw it in your purse, throw it in your backpack. What it is designed to do is to keep things out of your beer that shouldn't be in there, like dust, lake water, bees, salt spray, anything like that. It's also designed to keep your beer in there and not sloshing around on your buddy's boat or splashing out if you're bumping along as a passenger in an ATV or something like that. So the 6-pint was originally designed as a cooler for other cups of beer. What we have then is this silicone rim that we put on the top of the 6-pint tumbler, and then the 24-ounce cup goes right in there, keeps it cold all the way down. Now this design works with anything from 24 ounces on down to 12 ounces. The silicone rim guard in this case helps create a seal and adjust the fit against the different size cups. So you just use your judgment as to what works best for whatever you're drinking. What you want is a nice tight seal here at the rim so you don't have convection currents of air introducing heat into your beer. So for the 24 ounce, I find that the silicone rim guard works well, but for something like a 16 ounce plastic cup, it seals very nicely rim on rim without that. And it also, without the silicone rim guard in place, it lets that beer get lower so you have it all totally insulated. The silicone rim guard also lets you use the 6-pint with traditional pint glasses. If you have any questions, just leave them in the comments and follow us at BeerWhere Biz.